I'ma stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they notice it. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue 80.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No chance. Hey.
Check.
24. Watch 24.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready? Yellow 80.
54. Mike, 54. So don't say nothing.
Check 26. Sammy.
Spot.
12.
Spot. No.
Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass.
Now it's Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, let's get this.
Check. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike 50. You're good. You're good. Line 4. Ready. Get him! 25! Check 25! Check 25! Return!
From midfield, here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check, 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 check.
11.
57. Mike, 57. Check, check, check.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
7. Hey, pick your game up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Check, 47.
Got it.
All day, baby.
Let's go, Green.
To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
General West.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know you felt that one.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Tighten up.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
We own them.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And Thomas has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Watch the shit. Hey, kill. Watch the shit.
Breeze now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 88 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
Let's put that team on the
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Ready. 5-9.
Mike 57. Let's get the ball. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Wilson, eluding the pressure. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Kill. Where's that? 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, keep it up. Ready, set.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 91 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So this one, a victory.